All right, welcome to this quick tips video on how to get started with Minecraft in the classroom. Now this video is for those people who have not actually used Minecraft much at all or have never used it. This gets you started with confidence to be able to say, no, this is what I'm after with your students and to make sure that you set down some ground rules for them so that they are productive and happy and everyone knows what to expect with the projects. So the tips are as follows: survival versus creative mode. Making sure there's no shields or swords or bows in their inventory. And then also where to go to get started with the class with different tutorials and things like that. So we'll have a quick look, first of all, at the survival versus creative mode. Minecraft has two different modes. It has the survival play mode and the creative straight build mode. So 99 times out of 100, you're most likely to use the creative mode for classroom projects. Survival mode does have its place, but it's more for specific reasons, whereas creative mode is an all purposes, let's build something and just focus on the building. So let's have a look at the differences now. I'm going to go into start a new world by clicking on create new and new. And here's where we set survival versus creative. And we'll see the differences between those two. I'm going to set creative mode to start with because that's the mode that we would normally be in when we start our game and the students should be in. So I'll click play. And what you'll see once we end up loading this up is that down the bottom of the screen you've got some blank squares where your inventory is going to be for things that you're going to get and build. But there shouldn't be anything else down the bottom of the screen. Now the difference between survival mode and creative mode is that in survival mode, if I press escape and come back over to settings, we can see here personal game mode and default game mode. The default game mode is set to creative. Students might have set that to survival and they might have set their own personal game mode to survival. Either one of these will mean that if we press escape again and then escape again, down the bottom of the screen, you'll now see that we have those hearts and the hunks of meat. So this means that they're in survival mode, which is the play mode, which means that they're going to have to take much longer to be able to mine resources to be able to build anything. And that's really fun for them. They feel a great sense of achievement from going and mining different things and being able to build a house or things like that. And that's the great appeal of Minecraft. But for Minecraft in the classroom, we want to skip that wasted time with the build side of things, or the mining, I should say, side of things, and we want to get straight to the build. So we want to be in creative mode, and if we go back to creative mode, I'll show you what the things in creative mode are that we actually want to be able to use. So back in creative mode, if I press the E key on the keyboard, our inventory pops up. And you can see in our inventory, these are all the things that we could possibly place in our inventory to be able to start building things straight away. Now the tip that I want to give you here is that students should have up the book and the chest icon. They need to click on that. When they click on that, what will happen is you'll get the little inventory for what your character is holding in their backpack, and you'll also get the possible things that you can put in there. So I can come over here and click and drag and bring these things down here. And I can also search for things. So I might want to search for, let's see, egg, and all the things that involve egg come up. Or I might like to search flower, and all the things involving flowers come up. Or I might like to search tree. Nothing comes up for tree, but I know there's trees. Saplings, I think. Yeah, saplings. These are all the different saplings you can get to grow trees. And so you can search quickly for these kinds of things. Now let me show you the sword. Tap in sword, get the diamond sword, the bow, there's the crossbow or the normal bow, and then the shield. Maybe if I can spell it correctly. Shield. Bring these down. Actually, the shield can go there. So this is what it's going to look like. If the students are mucking around, you'll see on the screen, you'll see the shield over on this side of the screen. That'll just be sort of sitting there waving around, so you should not see that at all. And if they're doubly not on task, you'll see them with a sword, running around with the sword, or a bow shooting arrows. So if you see a bow on screen, if you see a sword, if you see a shield, they're off task. and it doesn't matter what excuse under the sun they're giving you, they're off task. And you can say, no, that needs to go out of your inventory. You need to get on with the task. So that's the first tip on, or the first two tips on making sure that your students are on task when you're actually setting them something, a challenge or something to build in Minecraft, making sure they are in build mode, creative mode, and that they're not showing any of the sword or the bow or anything like that in their inventory at all. So let's go over and have a look now at how to get them into these build challenges, because the build challenges are a fantastic way to set a task, to let them kind of run with it and see what they can come up with in the first hour of that build challenge. So I'm just going to exit out here, and I'm going to go save and exit and come back here. Now, when you're all the way back at the start, at the moment we've got Hour of Code here. This is another way that you can get them started with coding in Minecraft. Minecraft has JavaScript, Python, and block coding. And we won't have a look at that in this video, but we're going to have a look at the build challenges. So the build challenges can be found in View Library, and we've got monthly build challenges over here. Another thing that is really great for students who have never touched Minecraft before, or even yourself if you're doing that, is to start with the how to play. So down here we've got start here for the keyboard or touch and additional tutorials. Go through these if you've never gone into Minecraft before or you're not sure. Work through these, play through these. You might even have to restart them a few times to get an understanding of what you need to do. So once you've done that, coming back to the build challenges, these are run every month and they're set by Microsoft, and they're fantastic for getting your students thinking about all the different things that they can do in the world. We've got architecture, we've got all kinds of different things. We've got maths challenges, we've got creating 3D models in Minecraft using blocks, which is quite an interesting challenge. The build a better bedroom goes down really well. So these allow you to simply say to your students, go and find a build challenge. And once they've found a build challenge, they're going to let you know which build challenge they're going to work on, and that's their task for the hour or however long you want them to do it for. And they can come back to this and keep working on it, and it's a really fantastic way to get them engaged in how they're learning their maths, their English, their other things, how their learning actually transfers into skills in a digital world. So you can do storytelling builds where you get them to create a set or design a story around a particular thing that you might be studying in English. Or you can get them to think about addition and subtraction with maths and how they might be able to represent that as physical blocks in the world, or doing multiplication, volume, capacity. There's so much possibility there for what they're able to do. But the best way to start is with these build challenges to get them into Minecraft, to get them playing, to get them engaged with how they can use their imaginations, their maths, their English in these various challenges. So those are the 3 quick tips to get started in Minecraft. I hope you found that helpful. And that will be it for today. In next videos, other videos, we'll get more in depth in how to create an even greater challenge or greater builds, those kinds of things. So hopefully you'll enjoy those when I get to them. Okay, bye for now.